woke up, but I didn't move. I just opened my eyes, and then I closed them, and I had this entire visionary experience that was it was thinking, but it was like real. And I started playing this weird game where I imagined that I was in a like an old folks home, like an assisted living thing, and I could literally hear the nurses talking in the background. I could smell the piss from the guy next to me. I mean, literally, this is how detailed it was. And I started thinking back. You know, I was like a 90-year-old guy, like just waiting to die, just laying there. And I started thinking back on my dogs, Mason and Maddie, and how back when my leg would hurt when I'm throwing the frisbee, and I was thinking, man, but those were the good days, man. I could still go outside and play with them, and when I was only 60 years old, and I was going through this in detail, and thinking back on them and how I miss them, that they've been dead for years now, and then I imagined not, and it's not a guilt trip. This is truly what was going on. I started thinking about like you, Shayna, and Anthony and Brent and Shayna, like getting on an airplane once or twice a year, coming out, and then standing there, kind of like when we went and saw Grandma Margie, and maybe you got your kids with you, my grandkids, and you're there, and hey, Dad, I mean, are you feeling good? And what are you watching on TV? And me thinking, man, they must dread that fucking long flight to come and stand here by this dude who's just basically, I'm never going to leave this building again. And then I started thinking, this whole building full of old people, we offer nothing to the planet now in this assisted living thing. We have food given to us, and then we shit, and maybe we have guys clean us up. Maybe we have those bad guys that like smack us around because they got their own issues. They torture old people and shit. But we're just waiting to die. We're warehoused, just like where my mom was and where my dad was. These apartments that are for older people, just waiting to die. So we literally are just a waste of humanity who offer nothing to anybody. And then I was thinking, man, I can't even blow my own brains out now because I got no guns. I'm trapped in here. I'm just going to die here. I'm just going to wait, and hopefully it happens sooner than later, but I'm just stuck here with an IV in me and a bedpan that I hope somebody changes without hitting me because they don't like white people. And then I started thinking about how the older generations and some of the cultural generations, like Spanish and Asians, they did it right. They had it where their parents raised the kids, and the kids ultimately ended up taking care of the parents. They never left the house until the parent died. And that way, when Grandpa was laying in the spare bedroom at 90 years old, shitting his pants, he was still offering memories and things to the kids that could stand around him, and he could tell stories of the way things were, and then the family kind of got together, and then when the dude died, that was it, and the cycle repeated. But all of us in society have grown to this thing where we're all living in different places. Not our family, but everyone is like that. And when people are old, you stick them in the fucking place that you can afford, and if you see them twice a year, it's a miracle. But 24 hours a day, while the kids are out living their life, the parents is sitting there in his own fucking piss and shit, offering nothing to anybody, just waiting to die. It's like, dude, all of that just left me thinking, I'd rather drop dead of a heart attack or have my aneurysm pop, man. I do not want to end up like that. That is not, because you're literally at the mercy of people that hate their jobs, cleaning up after your dumbass, and it's just, what a way to go, dude. I do not want to fucking go that way. No way. That that that's that's how most people go, though. I mean, really, this is the world we live in now, man. I mean, look at the TV, A Place for Mom. I mean, it's just all about getting them out of sight and getting them out of here till they're fucking gone. But you know, those people all had dreams and shit. Like, there's an old folks place not far from me. I took Charlie to go see the old people a few times, and it's like they're just waiting to die, dude. They don't see anybody. It's in their little room, 2 people to a room. Remember when we all saw Grandma Margie? You know, they wheel them out and they go to their little fucking cafeteria room and they fucking eat their Jello and then they go back in their bed and they fucking die. I mean, that's, you know, and the staff stole all of her jewelry, everything. I mean, that's just the way the world is, you know.